Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Tawrat. When the Prophet Muhammad sallam was in Mecca, not once do we find any significant mention of the Jews in the event of their time. But as soon as the Prophet Muhammad sallam migrated to Medina, suddenly we see that a large number of Jews were already living there. This raises a question: where did all these Jews come from and why were they settled in Medina? The answer lies in a prophecy, something the Jews had known 1,000 years before the coming of the Prophet Muhammad. They knew that soon a great prophet would arise from the land of Arabia, specifically near Medina. About 70 years ago, 3 Arab shepherds were wandering through the mountains of Palestine when they stumbled upon a mysterious cave. Curious, they entered it and found 2 large clay jars. Inside these jars were several old scrolls and parchments. The shepherds did not realize what they had found. They took the scrolls and sold them in the market for a few coins. Eventually, these scrolls reached an American scientist named John C. Trevor, who immediately recognized their importance. After studying them carefully, he realized that these were ancient Jewish scriptures, parts of the Tawrat,
copies of the Bible that are 1,000 years older than any previously known.
To confirm their age, Trevor compared them with the oldest known Tawrat at that time, written 1800 years ago, and found that the style, language, and handwriting were exactly the same. He then conducted carbon dating, which revealed that these scrolls were at least 2,200 years old, even older than the time of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. These scrolls were not a complete Tawrat but contained significant portions of it, including prophecies written by Prophet Isaiah alayhi salam, a prophet believed in by both Muslims and Christians. And these ancient scrolls, Prophet Isaiah alayhi salam had written about future events. First prophecy. The first prophecy spoke of Bakhtinasar, the Babylonian king who destroyed the Jewish kingdom much like Hitler did in modern times. Isaiah prophesied that soon a powerful ruler would arise who would destroy Bakhtinasar's empire and restore the Jews to their land. This prophecy was fulfilled 300 years before Cyrus the Great, the Persian emperor, whom many Islamic scholars identify as Zulkarnain.
Actually, he was Cyrus. He was the king of Persia.
Second prophecy, the coming of a great prophet, but it was the second prophecy that changed everything. Isaiah alayhi salam wrote, "Behold my servant whom I uphold, my chosen one in whom my soul delights. I will put my spirit upon him, and he shall bring forth justice to the nations. He will not falter until he establishes justice upon the earth. The island will wait for his love. Let the people of Kedar rejoice. Let those who dwell in Selah raise their voices and shout for joy from the mountain tops." Now let's break this down. Who are Kedar and Selah? Kedar was none other than the second son of Prophet Ismail alayhi salam, son of Ibrahim alayhi salam.
Significance of Kedar in the Bible. 1. Kedar was the second son of Ishmael and grandson of Abraham, Genesis 25 verse 13. The name Kedar is used to refer to his descendants, a nomadic Arab tribe that lived in the northwest part of the Arabian Peninsula.
The descendants of Kedar became the tribes of Arabia, and from this same lineage came Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself. Isaiah words mention that Kedar people will rejoice, meaning the coming prophet would appear among the Arabs. Then comes the mention of Selah, a mountain where people would climb and shout for joy. This is extremely fascinating. If you search Selah Mountain, Arabia on Google Maps, you will find it right in Medina, less than 500 meters away from Masjid Nabi, the Prophet Mosque. Isaiah prophecy written over 2000 years ago literally pointed to Medina and to the Prophet Muhammad SAW, who would bring justice to the world. When the Jews read these prophecies, they realized that the long-awaited Prophet would appear near Salah in Medina. So centuries before Islam, group of Jews began migrated from Palestine to Medina and its surrounding areas, hoping they would live to see and follow their prophet. After the wars between the Romans and the Jews, even more Jewish tribes settled around Medina, making Khaybar, a nearby city, their stronghold. The Arabs of Medina admired the Jews for their knowledge and business skills, just as the world today respects Jewish intellect and strategy. Over time, tension grew between the Arabs and Jews of Medina. The Jews would often mock the Arabs, saying, "Do whatever you wish now, but when our Prophet comes, we will destroy you completely." Generations of Arabs in Medina grew up hearing these words so much so that they too began expecting a prophet to appear soon. And then one day, a man named Mus'ab bin Umair arrived from Mecca, inviting the people of Medina to Islam. He told them about a prophet in Mecca, an Arab prophet who was rejected by his people. The people of Medina were stunned. Could it be an Arab prophet? This must be the same prophet the Jews had always spoken about. Without hesitation, they became the first people in the world to accept Islam. When the Jews heard this, they were shocked. The prophet, the one they had been waiting for, had indeed come, but not from their own nation. He was an Arab, not a Jewish. Out of arrogance and jealousy, most of them rejected him, saying, "He is not the one." But a few among them recognized the truth, accepted Islam, and even gave their lives for it. Despite knowing the truth written in their own Tawrat, many Jews plotted against the Prophet Muhammad SAW, but their political and military power finally came to an end after the Battle of Khaybar. When the Muslim army defeated them completely, the immense wealth and property that the Jews had accumulated over 100 years fell into the hands of the Muslim, and soon Makkah too realized that after Khaybar their turn was next. Conclusion. The prophecy of Prophet Isaiah salam had come true. The servant chosen by God, the one from Kedar lineage, the one near the mountain of Selah had appeared, and it was none other than Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the final prophet, the messenger, the mercy to all mankind. Subscribe.